What is up, Internet land? How are you doing this fine, fine Saturday, December 5th? It's my sister's birthday. Shout out to Tammy Hamilton. Best sister a guy could ever ask for. I flick her a lot of static. I give her, she is my constant punching bag in my sermons. Absolutely love beating her up, but she is the best sister that anybody could ask for. Happy birthday, Tammy Hamilton. If you're out there, say happy birthday to my sister in the comment section. That would be spectacular. I would really appreciate it. We're going to be I'm going to wrap up, do a bonus devotional for Advent, and we're going to talk real quick about the fact that we might need a new Christmas greeting. We might need Merry Christmas might actually be broken. So right after this, join us. All right. So our Bible Project devotion this afternoon says that biblical hope is not just for humanity; it's for all of creation. Jesus' resurrection provided a glimpse of how the whole universe would one day be restored. That's absolutely amazing. That is beautiful. So honestly, those of you who are truly worried about the state of things in this in our world, that the resurrection or the return of Jesus makes all things new. New planet, new cheetahs, new rhinoceroses, new hearts and minds. All of the new. It's just really exciting. So that's as we prepare for Jesus' coming through the Advent season. Just know that we're not just preparing for some pie in the sky when you die by and by kind of spirituality. We're preparing for the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, to come and be with us. And so, my friend Christopher yesterday was talking about the first Advent, and we're waiting on the second Advent, and we're longing for that. So, let's take a look real quick at the scripture for today, and we will do that right now.
An eager expectation.
Whoop. Let's start that over again here. I don't know how to start it over again. That's so funny. Oh, well. Hold on. I know how to do it. I'll just reset the app. Plans. Bible Project. Today. All right.
I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. For the creation waits in eager expectation for the children of God to be revealed. For the creation was subjected to frustration, not by its own choice, but by the will of the one who subjected it, in hope that the creation itself will be liberated from its bondage to decay and brought into the freedom and glory of the children of God. We know that the whole creation has been groaning, as in the pains of childbirth right up to the present time. Not only so, but we ourselves who have the first fruits of the Spirit groan inwardly as we wait eagerly for our adoption to sonship, the redemption of our bodies. For in this hope we were saved. But hope that is seen is no hope at all. Who hopes for what they already have? But if we hope for what we do not yet have, we wait for it patiently. In the same way, the Spirit helps us in our weakness. We do not know what we ought to pray for, but the Spirit himself intercedes for us through wordless groans. And he who searches our hearts knows the mind of the Spirit, because the Spirit intercedes for God's people in accordance with the will of God. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. For those God
So we'll pause right there. One of the things that I love about that passage is the context of that for all things work together for the good of those who love him. Uh, That's in the context of everything else it just said, in the context of hope. We so often use that verse as a right now kind of thing. We'll talk a little bit more about that tomorrow during church, but we definitely want to make sure that we hold the whole thing to context, right? So that's a big deal. So listen, I just think that's just beautiful. Recognizing that the hope that we have, and this is our last day studying hope. Tomorrow, we will start studying peace or shalom, and that's going to be really exciting. How many of you need more peace in your life right now? A little bit of turmoil, a little bit of craziness. Anybody out there need some peace? Just type the word peace in the comment section if you need more peace in your life. We're going to start studying peace tomorrow. But here's the story. Here's what I brought up. After our broadcast, and I'm really sad now that we shut it off. My friend Christopher and I were talking yesterday, and we were talking about the fact that we might need a new Advent greeting. We might need a new Christmas greeting besides Merry Christmas. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with Merry Christmas. I'm not poo-pooing Merry Christmas. I'm certainly not going to be one of those Christians that gets online and be like, if you say Merry Christmas, that means you're a pagan because you clearly don't know that in 1475. Stop. Listen, y'all. You get spooked out by the Christmas tree, or you get spooked out by Merry Christmas. Guys, take a breath, okay? But I'm also not willing to go to war for it either. Everybody, this is really popular every year to talk about the war on Christmas, right? And actually, I want to kind of address that really, really quickly. So see if you can figure out what I think our new Christmas greeting, or saying goodbye salutation should be through the course of this. So in Luke, in Luke 1:30, the angel Gabriel says to Mary, "Do not be afraid, Mary." Okay, so she's having a conversation with a supernatural being, and she's about to find out that some seriously interesting stuff is happening to her teenage body, right? Like she's about to have a baby, and she doesn't yet have a husband. She's got a betrothed. But she's not married yet. So some crazy business is about to transpire in her life. So greeting number one of the Christmas season, okay, is the angel speaking to Mary saying, "Do not be afraid." In Luke chapter 2, the angels say to the shepherds, "Fear not, for behold, I bring you good news of great joy that will be for all the people." All the people. This is my favorite verse, by the way, in all of Scripture. This is what drives me as a pastor. For all the people. See, I used to watch cliquey Christianity happen when I was young and growing up in the South. It's like, oh well, the gospel's not for divorced people, or the gospel's not for those folks that are different than we are, or the gospel's not for homosexuals or prostitutes. The gospel's not for those people. The gospel's just for us good, religious, churchy type folks. No, sorry. Upper middle class, no. Sorry. Super wealthy people, no. Started with the shepherds. I love it. I could preach this verse all day. Anyway, for all the people. But the angels begin the conversation with the shepherds. Fear not. You think people are running around a little afraid right now? You think that people are running around just a skosh wound up, a skosh consumed by fear? I think so. I realized that my camera focus just went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and I apologize because I'm moving around. Then in Matthew chapter 1, verse 20, Joseph told by the angel, "Do not fear to take Mary as your wife." Another piece of the Christmas story that is 100% about do not fear, right? And then Matthew, sorry, I said Matthew 20. So I boogered that one up. I apologize. I added that one extra. So we got that one. We got that one twice. So here's the deal, y'all. I think that maybe our new Christmas greeting is supposed to be, "Fear not. Hey, have a great day. Don't be afraid." Right? I mean, it doesn't feel Christmassy, but it is. It is. It's the essence of Christmas, isn't it? It's the essence of Christmas. It is 100% about the Christmas scenario, because every tiny little piece, sky splits open, supernatural beings. Don't be afraid. Angel, supernatural being, speaks to Mary. Angel, supernatural being, speaks to Joseph. Don't be afraid. Fear not. Don't be afraid. So I'm going to challenge you this week, okay? This week, when you check out at the check stand, or you see a friend at the office or whatever, if you're tempted to say Merry Christmas, and I'm not asking you to completely remove Merry Christmas from your vocabulary. I'm not that guy. I'm just going to say, just one time this week, just wave at somebody and say, "Don't be afraid." I think it'll be awesome. Because guess what? That we're called to be those messengers, aren't we? We're called to be the messengers of the good news of Jesus. And the messengers of this story, the angels, they started their conversations with "Don't be afraid." A lot of fear going on right now, guys. A lot of people running scared. So, hey, listen, the Bible Project app is absolutely amazing. We love it. If you go back into some of my early broadcasts, you can still click on the link, come join us in the community. You can leave comments and things like that. And then tomorrow we're starting peace. Man, I need some more peace in my life. I don't know about you. So yeah, I really, really appreciate you. Let's see. Bobby says peace, joy, and peace, love, and joy. Yeah, Bobby. I know, buddy. Me too, man. Me too. And my friend Ryan, he says peace as well. So we'll see if we get some more comments in the comment section of people saying peace. Need a little bit more peace. Ryan, you are listening from while you're tossing a carb in your four-wheeler. That's awesome, man. Very, very cool. So, hey, I hope you have a great rest of your day, everybody. I love you, but that love pales in comparison to how much God loves you. Rest in that love. We'll be back tomorrow morning for church. Get our preach on. We are gone.